This summer, China saw the heaviest rainfall in the Yangtze River Basin since 1961 and the worst flooding in decades to hit vast swaths of land from the country's southwest to the east coast. At its worst point in mid-August, 610 rivers rose to danger levels. China's Ministry of Emergency Management estimates that more than 63 million people were affected by the floods. Tens of thousands of houses were destroyed, and more than 200 people dead were missing.
我们中国其实属于季风区，跟全球其他地方不一样。季风区呢有非常明显的干季和雨季，所以呢全年的降水主要出现在雨季。那么这几个月份的下的雨呢，能占全年总降水的40%甚至到70%以上。
The disaster was the grim reminder of the 1998 floods in the Yangtze River that claimed more than 1,500 lives and caused direct economic losses of 255 billion yuan. In fact, this year's floods have been even more severe. Over a comparable period, precipitation in most parts of the Yangtze River Basin was 100 millimeters more than 1998, with some areas receiving up to 800 millimeters more.
98年呢是反复。从7月份到8月份2个月反复有8次洪峰，最终呢到8月中才形成了最大的洪峰。但是呢，今年的第一次洪峰，也就是第一次洪峰在7月初的第一次洪峰，就把长江下游这个洪涝逼到了它的峰值，马上就引起非常严重的洪涝灾害。
But although this year's floods were actually heavier, they caused fewer casualties and smaller economic losses. And that's where technology played a major role. After the 1998 floods, China boosted investments in large-scale water conservancy projects along the Yangtze and its tributaries. One of the best known is the Three Gorges Dam.
因为三峡工程呢，它本身的那个自身的库容啊，超过220亿方。那么我们加上上游的整个这个梯级水电站的话，应该说是从整体上改变了我们这个长江流域的这个防洪的格局和形式。
The construction of Xiangjiaba, Xiluodu, Wudongde, Artan, and another 100 large reservoirs has given China a total flood control capacity of up to 80 billion cubic meters. That's almost equals to the total annual water volume of the River Nile. Levees along the Yangtze and its lakes have been updated. They're now 2 meters higher than the highest recorded water levels in history. And that's not all. In the past 2 decades, Chinese scientists have been working to install a brain controlling those facilities so they function in an optimal way. Accurate weather forecast over 5 to 7 days, as well as improved hydrological modeling, all results in more precise flood prediction.
灰色的基础设施就是指我们这个传统意义上的一个防洪基础设施，包括我们的水库啊、堤坝啊，还有排水管网等啊。那么绿色基础设施最主要是指我们利用这样一个自然的一个生态系统来调蓄和减少了洪灾，包括我们的一些天然的湖泊、湿地和河道。
In 2014, China released the national guidelines for cities to maximize natural drainage techniques, a project nicknamed Building Sponge Cities. The country wants to bring 20% of land in 658 cities up to sponge city drainage standards by the end of this year, and an estimated annual cost of 400 billion yuan, or $57 billion. But despite all this effect, the country can't afford to be complacent. What cannot be ignored is the challenge posed by economic development. The Yangtze River Basin is now one of the most populated and developed regions in the world, and over the whole country, the urbanization level has increased from 33% in 1998 to over 60% today.
就导致了我们很多的自然河道、湖泊和湿地呢就被侵占，那么导致了整个这个减少了洪水的一个行洪的区域和减缓的一个地带。
China has implemented a series of urgent eco-friendly policies like returning farmland to lakes, but even these measures haven't proved to be timely or tough enough. Since 1970s, 112 lakes in Yangtze River Basin, which served as natural flood discharge and buffer zones, have lost 40% of their total area and 30% of lake storage capacity. That means on average, those lakes have lost the ability to absorb 100 millimeters of the rainfall they should be able to withstand. And scientists say that quite apart from such local factors, this year's floods also add to the already powerful evidence on the role of worldwide climate change.
目前大家的看法是，全球温度增加会使得全球的降水都有所增加。那么增加呢，并不是均匀的增加，它在雨多的地方增加会更严重，在雨少的地方会让干旱变得更严重。因此啊，哪怕不考虑其他的这个气候过程，光全球气候变暖这一项就会让各种极端过程更严重。